controversy, maybe. So the word is, this is the big controversy right here, AJ. Word is Darrick Minner, basically the whole entire time. Let me actually take a peek if I could pop it open right now. The opening odds for this fight originally for Darrick Minner versus Shayilan Nuerdanbieke were plus 170 Minner, minus 200 Nuerdanbieke, right? Fair line. I thought Nuerdanbieke should have been the favorite either way, even though Minner, definitely he's a dog, right? So they say about an hour prior to the fight actually going down, the odds swelled substantially in favor of Nuerdanbieke, and it went from like plus one something for Minner to like plus 300, and above, right? So that tells you something is wrong. The odds makers, Vegas, they know something that everybody else doesn't know. Which, when we're talking about betting, we need to have the utmost transparency, or else this whole betting thing doesn't make sense, right? If we're playing behind closed doors, why are we playing at all? So the question is, who knew? Did Darrick Minner have an injury? Did he come in with a compromised knee and said, fuck it, I just got to fight. I signed the contract. I'm ready to go. Does this smell fishy to you? Like, what do you make of just that context right there?
It does smell a little fishy, Darrick, and I'm wondering if this is why Dana White has made the mandate that fighters are not going to be betting on themselves. Because and not making any allegations of cheating or anything like that. But I can see why at this point, because the only reason the numbers swelled like that is because an influx of people went, oh, I got Nuerdanbieke. They came in last hour and went, I want to change my mind to Nuerdanbieke. And just the money flows in. And that's really, so somebody had to know something was going on to really, we don't see those kind of swells in the last hour or two. We'll see tides change. We'll see stuff like that happen. It's usually a week out. It's usually when the fans get involved. But for something like this, it makes a lot of sense because it wasn't the most classical knee injury situation. I'm actually excited to see if Dr. Brian Suter does a video on this one, because there are some tendons in which you can bend a certain way and it makes your knee feel weird, especially if you're already injured. And I think that's kind of the big point here. If you're already injured and you get that little tweak, it hurts way more, and your knee is so much more susceptible to feeling that kind of thing. Maybe that's why. Maybe. I mean, I'm not pointing any fingers, but I'm just saying that it makes sense to why Dana White is now kind of putting in that you can't bet on yourself clause. Like it seems a little fishy to the non-acquainted, if you will.
Yeah, man, and I think that this is even a worse spot for Darrick Minner because now you move to 2-4 in your UFC tenure, right? Wins over Charles Rosa and TJ Laramie, that's big, but you lost to Nuerdanbieke, Ryan Hall, Darren Elkins, and Grant Dawson. Not bad names to lose to, but at the end of the day, you only get so many fights before they say, all right, now you can go back to the regional scene, and that's the last thing you want because this wasn't even a fight. The fight never got started. You throw a kick, your knee gets hurt, you're like, goddamn, the referee should have probably stopped it right there, but he let Nuerdanbieke just beat him up a little bit after before stopping it. Either way, this was almost a free win for Shayilan Nuerdanbieke. 3-fight win streak right now. First finish in the UFC thus far. Does it count as a finish? I mean, on paper, yes. But, I mean, he looked good, but there wasn't really a fight. So, I mean, for Nuerdanbieke, is this a pass, go, collect 200, just free money right here? Or do you think that he actually isn't going to move up any spot in the rankings until he actually, gets another big win?
I don't think he's moving up, Darrick. We just didn't see enough to actually, determine that. I think this is like you said, man, you just pass go, collect your double check, and keep it rolling, brother.
Keep it rolling, man, right there. All right, big win by Shayilan Nuerdanbieke, but you do got to feel for Darrick Minner. I guess I definitely feel like there's going to be more reported on what's going on here, but...